Hey YouTube, it's Sean, Griffin RC Planes. It's Friday evening. I hope maybe you guys enjoyed my wild bird video. That I didn't see it this morning, but it was kind of rainy and gloomy. So maybe tomorrow morning I'll catch it again. No kidding, that bird has been here for nearly like 2 weeks, every single morning. And it was just so common that I didn't film it at times. And then somebody said, put together a little video. And so now I'm trying to catch it. It's one of them things when you're not looking for it, you see it. But we got a 3-day weekend. I hope some of you guys, or hope everybody gets to go out and fly. It's Memorial Day, and if it wasn't for those who that we honor so much and gave up so much for us to be able to do this, it's quite something. And well. Anyways, I hope everybody enjoys the 3-day weekend. So if you're new to the channel, I'm all about Spektrum. I'm kind of the I guess you can call it the other tech support, and I like to take requests and video ideas and suggestions, and I'll take them anything, big or small. If I don't know it, we'll do a video about how I don't know, and then we'll try to figure it out together. But one of the requests I got a few weeks back, and I kind of just saw it, was somebody mentioned that they were out flying and they forgot their bind plug at home. What could they do? First of all, man, the bind plug is like a screwdriver and an adjustable wrench. Those three things, I mean, you got to have, and your plane. But if you do get in a situation and you've lost your bind plug or something like that, a lot of planes come with a little extension. A lot of the bind and fly planes, like a 3-inch servo extension, because you can't reach the receiver. If you can get that out, you can make a bind plug. Or if you have an old receiver that's broke, you can make a bind plug. You need a piece of we'll call it servo wire, and let me show you how to make yourself an emergency bind plug, or just a second one or a spare. I make several like this. Alright, guys and gals, so a bind plug is simply, we'll call this a servo plug, is the signal wire and the ground wire in a loop, connecting those two circuits in the receiver. When they're connected to one another, it puts it into bind mode. So we can paint the canvas. You're out flying and you lose your bind plug and you need it. Well, some planes come with a servo extension in the bind plug slot of the receiver, and because you can't, or it's not really easy to reach the receiver. So a worst case scenario, you could use this to make one. Or let's say you had a bad servo at one time, you ordered a new servo, you replaced it, you held on to your old servo. Well, now you might have something like this laying around. Well, let's make a bind plug out of this. We'll call it the old servo, and we're going to cut the servo off the end of the wire, and let's make one real simple. So we'll start with hacking the servo off the end. Maybe you got a pocket knife with you or something like that. We'll use an X-Acto knife here just to separate these 3 wires. We don't need the red. So let's see if we can get these guys apart right here. Alrighty. We'll just get rid of him. And then we need to strip back. Out in the field, you might have a pocket knife or something like that. I just happen to have some wire strippers for this. And we'll strip them both back a little bit. you know, get some length on them so it's easy to twist them together, and you know they're making a good contact. So we need to twist them together really tight, as best of a connection as you can get. Just like so. Well, let's say maybe you find a piece of tape out there. You had some of that in your toolbox, or someone loaned you a little bit of tape. Got that. Now you can call that a bush fix bind plug, or you can call it a spare bind plug to keep in your toolbox at all times. And here's something that's worked for me. When they're that size compared to that size, you won't lose this one as easy as that one. So this is a little clip that came with one of my, I don't know, a lanyard a while back, but this has both male and female bind plug on it. And then this little quick connector right here. Ever since I put this on the back of my transmitter, I have not lost a bind plug since. When I have them like this rolling around in the you know, my toolbox or whatever, or you loan it to somebody and it goes in their pocket and you never see it again. But this right here I haven't lost it since. Now, you don't need to go buy this. You probably got something laying around at home, and you know you got something to make a little snap. Well, that's a way to make a bind plug and make a spare bind plug and make a longer one. That way they're easier to hang on to, and you won't lose them. Or like I showed you on my DX9, the clip that holds it there. So that's other options. My next video is going to be on the DXE DXS transmitter. Some real important information that if you currently fly with a DXE or a DXS and you're thinking about getting your second plane, you've got to hear this information. This is pretty important. I've done a video in the past, but then I meet people that say, hey, I watch you all the time, and then we talk face to face about using this transmitter on a second plane, and they don't know this information that I'm going to show you. So tune in to see the DXE DXS transmitter info. Pretty important. Okay guys, hey, thank you so much. I'm starting to get stuff together to go flying tomorrow. It looks like the wind is going to be like perfect, like 3 to 4 miles an hour all day long. And then Sunday and Monday, maybe, or Sunday not as bad, like 8 miles an hour. And then the forecast for Monday is like a hurricane. So I'm going to go make a day out of it tomorrow. I'll take my camera, try to catch what I can, and maybe I'll find somebody to film. That'd be pretty neat. Well, okay guys, hey, keep the suggestions and the ideas coming, big or small, doesn't matter. Don't be embarrassed at nothing, because you're not the only one, and that's a fact. You know, I don't care if it's how do you put the propeller on, or the bind plug, or whatever. And then after the DXE DXS video, we're going to do some more on the AS3X, and then we'll just see where the rest of the 3-day weekend leads. Alright guys, hey, subscribe if you haven't. It really means a lot to me. I want to mail this FMS Avanti jet to somebody. At 1,000, we'll draw a name, I'll ship it out. I think total views right now for the lifetime of my channel, which started about 5 months ago, is something 48,000 views. 48,000. You know, so once we get to 1,000, I'll mail this to somebody. So, alright guys, hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And until next time, there it is. You'll see me here.